Alright, so doing the ditch light spotlight mount install. Here's the mount. It's a little bit different because it's shorter, and it's kind of like my mock version, the first one I made. It's pretty much the exact same aside from length, and the other ones don't, they're less conflicting on body panels and such, so the new ones are a lot better than this one. But you need a flat blade screwdriver and a 12mm socket. Doesn't really have to be closed, but yeah, pretty straightforward. So what we're going after is this bolt right here. What I want to do is peel back this this rubber piece and then loosen this thing so that about probably, I don't know, 1/4 inch of it is sticking out. It doesn't really have to be that loose. It's basically you want to push the rubber bushing back toward the vehicle so that there's a space right there, and that is where this will rest. When it goes in, this slot will go into there like so, and that's what holds this thing pretty secure. So what we want to do, not quite sure how to do this actually, how to film this and do it. But basically what you want to do is get it so that it's near the slot and that the elbow is right up here against the, right in this little crack. And it's a lot, it's a lot easier to do with two hands. What you want to do is flex this just a little bit out. I'm going to try to do it from the other side to show it, because I can't hold it with that hand alone. So, this is not so easy. Essentially, if you have two hands, which I will attempt to have, and you can take your screwdriver, pry this out just a little bit, and then get the elbow in there. Doesn't take much. You just kind of have to work down, and it opens up once you get inside there a little more. But you just want to kind of lightly pry this, just so that you can get the position right of this thing. And with the longer bracket, it fits farther down. The notches fit all the way to the bolt right here. But basically, it should be pretty close, and you need to kind of hit it down just slightly so that it's not rubbing too much. You don't want it to be rubbing a lot, and it shouldn't rub that much. You shouldn't really have any conflict with paint or anything. One thing you could do would be putting tape right on the very inside of this, just a thin layer of electrical tape between the two surfaces so that it doesn't get scratched, but it shouldn't be an issue with it bolted. So once you get that in there and pretty straight, you can kind of choose how far out you want it, how far in, but obviously you want this to still be kind of flush, or really flush right here is what we're going for. So the farther you push it in, the more open it gets on the inside. But from there, you would just tighten this thing back up, tighten it a fair amount so that it really holds it there and it can't pivot, because it has the rubber here, which should hold it pretty solidly if you tighten it up a bunch, but really don't want that thing to pivot, obviously, and want it to be as firm as possible. And this rubber piece, just go back into here, just push it into the cracks, and holds pretty well, like that. Close the door, and you're pretty much done. You just need to bolt the light onto here, and it should be pretty solid from there.